At political conventions, sometimes it's not what's in your head, but what's on your head that counts.
I've used this hat for the last 5 conventions. I simply just changed the person, the nominee that's running for president.
The hat is 4 years old. I got it 4 years ago in Boston when we were at the Democratic convention there.
Whether you sway right or left, securing the right hat is a top priority for many convention goers.
When I found out I was coming, I went online and just did an elephant hat search and found it there.
It's a way for people like Kendal Unruh to send a personalized message.
There weren't vendors that were selling the buttons that could express emphatically enough how I felt about Sarah Palin being the vice presidential pick. So I went back to the hotel and I used coasters and asked for clear packaging tape from the front desk, and I thought, well, I'll just create my own message.
The most ubiquitous button ever.
Larry Bird and Harry Rubenstein are curators at the National Museum of American History. They've been collecting hats at political conventions since the 1980s.
No one really knows the answer of how far back the convention hat goes. In a sense, it probably just goes to the time when men, mostly men were delegates in these early days, wore hats.
I'm proud of wearing an Obama hat because it's the top of my agenda right now.
Convention hats aren't just about personal identity, they're also about unity. Texas delegates here at the Republican National Convention can easily be spotted in a crowd wearing these Stetson hats.
Some people do it because they know that the press likes to take photographs of people in hats, and so they do it for that attention. Sometimes they do it because their children or their family members are watching them or watching it on TV, and that way they can spot them out. Other times it's just because this is a party.
I think it shows that, while we have serious policies, we don't take ourselves too seriously.
Members of both parties say convention hats are part of a tradition that's heading into the future.
I haven't seen as many as I have in the past, but I think it will continue. A lot of the young people who are coming in didn't know that they should have this kind of regalia and stuff.
I don't know if it's necessarily a fashion statement that's going to really catch on, but at the convention it's a utilitarian object. It's very useful. It gets you a lot of conversations.
Now I noticed that your whole delegation is wearing these.
That's correct, yeah, and it's a bad hair day for everybody.
Convention season is winding down, and though it may be hats off for now, delegates say it won't be hats off forever. For UPI.com, from the 2008 Republican National Convention in Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota, I'm Melissa Hinkle.